In case you're wondering how the Trump-loving media in the US is pinning the loss in Iran, here is Fox News with a tale that is so wonderful that you can't call it anything but glorious. It's a glorious tale of a total win in Iran. Watch.
The whole strait being closed thing was just a bluff. We sailed 2 destroyers straight up the gap, under zero enemy fire. NATO navies could have joined in. They didn't. And remember all the talk about Iranians collecting tolls? More bluffing. Apparently, they weren't able to collect a single toll. They couldn't pull off the processing because they have no banking, internet, or comms. It was just a couple of Iranian sailors sitting on a dock with their hands out. The Iranians strapped for cash, not just to pay for their salaries, but it's going to cost them $250 billion to rebuild. China just watched billions of infrastructure go up in smoke, and Russia watched all the defenses that they sold not even work once. We told you how last night, how the United States is seizing control of the world's trade choke points. That's the strategy. Panama, Hormuz, Malacca. We just did a defense deal with Indonesia there. We have all the Chinese trade routes surrounded by allies. So the blockade we did with Iran, we could do it with China if it came to that. And get this, we just did a deal with the Philippines that's never been done in the history of the world. It's an AI manufacturing zone, over 4,000 acres. It's basically a big American colony inside a former American colony. And it's designed to China-proof our supply chain. Manila gave it to us for 99 years. And they even threw in diplomatic immunity, so no parking tickets. Meanwhile, we're getting a peace dividend from Operation Epic Fury. The S&P and the NASDAQ broke another all-time high today. The Dow's about to hit 50,000, up 800 points today. And oil futures for June in the low 80s.
So among his claims there was that Iran couldn't collect tolls because there were no banks, no Western banks apparently backing them up. Well, Iran took their fees in the Chinese currency, in the yuan. There's a reason why the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, is back threatening Chinese banks.
I will tell you that 2 Chinese banks received letters from the U.S. Treasury. I'm not going to identify the banks, but we told them that if we can prove that there is Iranian money flowing through your accounts, then we are willing to put on secondary sanctions.
The U.S. sent 2 destroyers through the strait without any Iranian pushback, he claimed. Well, I'm sure you heard the story of the 2 destroyers who made a quick turnaround and get away after Iran gave a final warning and threatened to sink them both. In case you didn't, here's the radio communication between the Iranian Navy and the 2 destroyers right before they turned around and fled the strait.
Navy warship 121. This is Sepah Navy Station. You must alter course and go back to the Indian Ocean immediately. If you don't obey my order, you will be targeted. Out.
This is Coalition Warship 121, engaged in transit passage in accordance with international law. No challenge is attended to you.
U.S. Navy warship transiting in the vicinity of UgwumbaReport and Oman Sea. This is Sepah Navy. This is Sepah Navy. Last warning, last warning, last warning.
He was close to High Island 4.
Attention all vessels, attention all vessels, attention all vessels in Oman Sea. This is Iranian Sepah Navy. If you see any warship in your vicinity, keep a distance more than 10 miles from them because I'm ready to open fire on them without any warning.
Now, I don't think anything else he said here is worth giving any attention to. But, like I said, glorious, fantastic, literally. It's amazing what kind of tales you can cook up to make yourself feel good when you have just a little bit of imagination. Thanks for watching, and please like, share, and follow.